What's good with y'all? It's your boy John Smooth. Overpopulation is a hoax or a lie. Same thing, basically. But yeah, overpopulation in today's world, like scientists that have the taxes like Bill Gates, wasters of the resources, creating weapons of mass destruction, creating uh, population control, bacteria, viruses. These people don't deserve the taxes. The taxes. And overpopulation is a lie. And anciently, every time someone would be born, the land would literally grow and get bigger. Literally, because your placenta would be planted under a tree, or, different cultures would have different ways of fertilizing their placenta back into the earth so the people are connected to the earth and everyone is in unity. But, like planting it under a tree, and that would be that person's tree, or it wouldn't be their tree, but it would be like a energy signature or like an antenna for that person to sit down on that tree, to be near that tree, to get energy from that tree. There were different ways of how can I say this? There were different ways of, putting our placentas, putting our nutrients back into the earth. For example, like Bill Gates, they even own our sewage. And what does he do with our sewage? He mixes it with bugs, chemicals, poisons. And in my opinion, these people don't deserve our sewage. They're not putting it back into the earth properly for everyone to grow and be nourished, right? So overpopulation is a lie. The more people that we have, the better, when everyone is growing in nature, farming nature, growing herbs, fruits, vegetables, everyone growing a diversity of things, and then trading at community centers. Like sometimes a lot of these states, a lot of these different major capitals were ancient trading centers for everyone to trade their goods, like a flea market or like a mall, and it would be awesome. Overpopulation is a lie. These people that are trying to kill the population with war, vaccines, plagues ever since 1492 don't deserve the taxes. They're the ones creating the problem, and then they act like they got to kill people, create a vaccine. They really don't deserve the taxes, y'all. Overpopulation is a lie. Explained. Thinking what else I can say to make this all make more sense. What else can I say? But yeah, basically, the more people, the better. We look at it now as like, oh my gosh, I just had a kid, or I just had, I just had like a kid, or I just had I just bought, new stuff. But basically, these things are, are not looked at in the right perspective now, because the more things, the more people, the more stuff for everybody. But they have everything in reverse, thinking that the more humans, the less stuff for everybody. And this is false. I mean, now with them having the taxes, making us vulnerable, and plants growing in closed in areas, plants growing in only one area when plants should be all over, and the oxygen should flow righteously. Eating from your community, eating from your backyard. There would be a diversity of different fruits, herbs, vegetables in every single community. So like, there would be times where people would literally travel to other communities, and it would be like a celebration, like, yo, come try this. Yo, come try my stuff. It would be a celebration. The more people, the better. Overpopulation is a hoax. The more people, the better with the trading society. And everyone perishes with the banking society. These people don't deserve the taxes. Their experiments, their wars, their plagues that that they invest in when they could invest in things that are helping all mankind, helping all of humanity, right? But they choose to invest in things to where they can try to control the population, and then they're going to be overpopulation when we're the ones killing the populations. For example, there'll be a tribe out in Africa, or a tribe out in dirt roads, because of our taxes being used to mine their earth, mine their planet. And then Bill Gates or people like that, they build these vaccine centers. They build these prepackaged food centers with fake preservatives in it to act like they're helping them when they just mined all their land. And, you know, and then they give these people bacteria city-born viruses. People that are in nature and have no bacteria, have no viruses. Bill Gates is using our taxes to literally give city-born viruses. Because of all of the closed-in areas, humans are so close together. People should be more spread out. The rivers, the seas, like roads, should be connecting all the places of gather. We're not living right, and they're the ones causing overpopulation purposefully for profit, to create weapons of mass destruction, to create war, to create plagues ever since 1492. So getting back to the point, the governments, the people with taxes, the people with resources don't deserve the taxes or resources. Overpopulation is a lie. And yeah, it's John smoothing them out. Peace. More videos on the way. Peace, love, light. And I'm out. Peace. You know, Bill Gates, he literally wants us to be ill-informed, uninformed when it comes to all this stuff. So people are protesting on the streets, confused, not knowing what the real root of the problem is. So share this video out. Like, share, subscribe. Get it to people that can invest back into humanity. And things like that. This is John smoothing them out. So adding on to another point, right? When people are literally looking for an example of a farmer, all they have is Bill Gates. Like, this has to be fixed or we're going to perish.